Our beloved friends Pitchfork dropped a new ranking. We have the best rap songs of 2025. I know all of us have been dying to get this list from Pitchfork because they have such amazing takes. They never miss. So we need to see their top 10 rap songs of 2025. And I'm really curious to check it out because of what they had, the top 100 rap albums of all time. What was that, a month or two ago? And then checking out the Apple Music's top songs of 2025 was horrid. Obviously made that video 2 weeks ago. So curious to see Pitchfork's list. I really don't think it could get worse than Apple Music's because that's one of the worst lists I've ever seen. I genuinely don't think it'll be worse than that. No way. We are reacting to it today with NFR's post about it on Instagram because I tried to find it on their website, but I literally couldn't find it anywhere. So shout out NFR for these graphics. And off the bat, Let God Sort 'Em Out and music on the cover. So definitely can expect some songs off of those albums. Hopefully multiple songs off of Let God Sort 'Em Out. I feel like So Be It and The Birds Don't Sing are like two, I wouldn't say unanimous, but definitely top 10 songs of the year rap wise. I'm also not sure if this is like Apple Music and the Grammys where albums at the end of 2024 are going to be ranked on here like Chromacopia and GNX. And if it is, Sticky better not be on here. That's all I'm saying. But enough time wasted. Let's get into this. The 10 best rap songs of 2025. Starting off with So Be It at 10. Okay. I mean, I literally just brought it up. That's an expected pick, and it's an amazing pick. Honestly, if I was to make a top 10 rap songs, which I will by the end of the month, or maybe after the Nas album, because after that, I don't know about any other drops that are going to happen, I'd probably rank this even higher. I think it's one of the most unique beats of the year, one of the biggest bangers. The bars are awesome. It was a huge song at the time with the Travis beef. I mean, it's definitely a top 10 song. This is a perfect song. This is a great pick. Again, hopefully it's not the only nominee off of I'm saying like nominee like it's the Grammys, but hopefully it's not the only choice off of Let God Sort 'Em Out. But I mean, I think this is a great pick. I would be in my top 10. Okay, I cannot help but point out this Patrick gif. What am I looking at? Get this out of my face. I can't get this out. We're staring at Patrick today, y'all. So next up, we got some Jane Remover. Jane Remover's album this year, Revenge Seekers, was an insanely fun album. You should definitely check it out if you haven't. Amazing digicore, experimental, chaotic rage stuff. And I mean, not one of the biggest like pure rage albums, but a lot of rage-oriented tracks. And if we're considering it that way, along with Lucy Bedrock, best rage of the year and really best rage I've ever heard, at least has ever touched my ears. JR is an absolute banger. I mean, just to see a song off of Revenge Seekers make this list makes me so happy because that is kind of proof that it's not just based off of streams. And this is an insanely creative album. So I feel like a song off of this is bound to make someone's top 10. And I'd say my favorite off this album, I mean, looking at the track list, I really like Dream Flasher, Professional Vengeance, maybe Dancing with Your Eyes Closed. There's so many bangers on here though. So either way, happy to see a song off of this album make it. But moving to number 8, we have, okay, Uncomfy with Xavier So Based and OsamaSon. That's a unique pick. I would not have predicted this song. I would have probably said 50 other songs before I guessed this to rank a top 10, especially Pitchfork, but like, this isn't even a bad pick. I'm not gonna lie. The production on this track is really unique. This is actually a good song, but I think there's other choices you could go with from the rage scene from some of the underground releases this year, especially OsamaSon's album Psychotic. I mean, there's some crazy distorted rage tracks there, really hard-hitting bangers that if it's going to make a top 10, I mean, I probably wouldn't rank a top 10, but like, it's not a bad pick. And this is a solid song. This is a good song. Really cool to see this pick though. It's a unique pick. So next up, we got Jim Legacy with Father. I was expecting a Jim Legacy song to make this because his mixtape this year was a pretty popular, pretty high rated track, especially from critics. I personally did kind of take a while to listen to this mixtape because I noticed it trending around. I didn't listen to it like when it dropped, but when it was trending around, when I saw how highly it was getting rated, I had to check it out. And I mean, it is a good mixtape. He has a unique style of rapping. There's some really good production on here. With the Father choice, I mean, it's a good song. I personally like '06 Wayne Rooney more. I mean, I wouldn't rank Father top 10, but again, it's another pick that is different from like some super basic list that ends up with some of the most streamed songs of the year. So I'm not mad about this pick, but I do feel like it being above So Be It is kind of insane. I would take that Jane Remover track over it or really anything else off that album. I think there's better picks, but it's not a bad pick. Like, again, another choice that I'm not mad with. I can see this being here. Seeing this list so far, though, I can't say I'm really curious to see like the top 5 in the one spot because this has been a different list, but yes! Billy Woods. Billy Woods is making lists, man. Misery. What an amazing song. Amazing production, amazing rapping. This album by Billy Woods is damn near album of the year. If it wasn't for Let God Sort 'Em Out, it's album of the year. It is amazing, man. This whole album is like a movie. To see this making a list, especially Pitchfork, Pitchfork is gaining some trust back, man. I'm not gonna lie. This is one of their best lists, man. Come on now. This is looking out pretty good. But Billy Woods, man, that put a smile on my face. So happy to see him make an end of the year list because he's not a mainstream rapper, but he's not, I wouldn't say he's like an underground rapper. Most people know of Billy Woods. He's not like a highly replayed artist, I would say. For some people, I mean, I replayed the hell out of this album personally. But so many songs off of this album could make the top 10. He had so many of the best songs of the year. Lead Paint Test, I'm not going to spoil my list, but Lead Paint Test is one of the best songs of the year. One of the most emotional songs of the year. Best produced. I mean, oh my goodness. Lead Paint Test off of this album. There's other ones. I mean, the track that LP produced. Misery, though, this is such a great pick, man. And this is not like one of the most popular on the album. So out of the choices for this album, that is a great pick, dude. That's probably rank in my top 5 tracks or maybe top 3 on this album. Fat W for Pitchfork, man. That makes me really happy, actually. But heading into this top 5, we have Opium Baby. That's that's insane. Why are we choosing Opium Baby out of all songs? I mean, I'll tell you what, it is a crazy, distorted rage track, and I'll say it's grown on me a lot because hearing this at first, I did think this was a pretty awful song, but seeing the OsamaSon album come out, and I actually enjoyed that and enjoying some Chase stuff, like, I've been enjoying some rage lately. So coming back to this, it didn't feel like as chaotic explosion of forks on a plate, but like, this is kind of similar to the Apple Music choice. There's so many better songs off of music. I feel like this is just, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a random choice. This has been a fan favorite. It is an explosive track, but if you want to go for something explosive and not listenable to most ears, Pop Out. I've said it since day one. Pop Out's not a bad song. Pop Out goes hard. And if Pop Out ranked high on a list like this, I mean, I would never rank it that high, but I wouldn't be like super angry about it. But I'm still gonna give the credit to good credit because that's still an absolute banger, maybe the best on music. This is not a top 10 song of the year. I mean, it's not the greatest pick, but it could be worse. And ranking this right above Billy Woods, man, I can't complain. I'm happy it's here, but yeah, I wouldn't place Opium Baby at 5. My prediction with this is they're choosing a single song off of each album, so it's not a list of just like 4 songs off of music and 3 off of like God Sort 'Em Out. So it's getting a wide variety of songs, which I'm actually happy with. I do kind of like that, but if a song's top 10, it's top 10. When you're thinking of like God Sort 'Em Out, I'm gonna have maybe a few songs off of that. I mean, if I'm placing Misery at 6, I gotta have Lead Paint Test here. But number 4, we have LV's Sandals by SD Kid. So SD Kid just recently dropped a mixtape, and this is a song that's been out the majority of the year. I think it dropped in maybe March or April or February, around the early time of the year. So has had some singles out and obviously just had that mixtape, has been trending a little bit recently. And I dove into that mixtape. I mean, it's energetic and chaotic, some UK trap rage stuff. This song, LV Sandals, it goes hard. Like, I do love this production, and it's a banger. I will say it's a banger, but number 4 of the year, it's not that much of a banger. I will say there's definitely maybe 5 harder bangers from the year. Bodies by Jid. I'll literally say Pop Out. And anything off of Revenge Seekers. There's harder bangers. It's not a bad song. It is a solid song. Again, it's fun, but I think this is a pretty high placement, man. I don't know. That's pretty high. Yeah, if this was ranking at like the more bottom end of the top 10, I wouldn't be too upset about it. Like Uncomfy, I'm not even mad about this pick. It's a good song. I wouldn't rank it top 10, but if this ranked at 4, I'd say that's way too high. And that's kind of the case with LV Sandals. It's just too high, dude. Top 4, like, I mean, at this point, these are 10 out of 10 songs, and I'm not rating this a 10 out of 10. I would take that Xavier Soul bass song, matter of fact. But heading into this top 3, we have... Come on, man. Come on. Pitchfork, we've been doing good today. We had a Billy Woods selection. We had a Jane Remover selection. Like, oh, come on, we've been doing good. What's this choice? What are we doing here? It's just a generic short trap banger. I mean, obviously, to some people, this might be considered a banger, but like, dude, this is not a crazy beat at all. I mean, there's no like special bars or rapping. Like, this is just such an average song. Number 3? This is like starting to like late hit me. Number 3? This is not number 3. I would not place this near my top 10 in the first place, but number 3? Are you really listening to that and saying it's better than So Be It? or something off of Revenge Seekers? Oh, this is an awful choice. I'm sorry, man. This is a bad choice. Like, this has got to be rage bait, dude. People have these little discussions that Pitchfork purposely has bad choices to draw attraction to their stuff. And when you see something like this, it has to be true, dude. I was loving this list. I was loving this list. I really was. I was happy with pretty much every choice, damn near every choice. And even the ones that I wouldn't place top 10, like Gym Legacy, like it's a unique pick. It's not a bad song. But then you do this. I need an explanation on why this would be ranked number 3. What's so special about this song? That's an insane pick. It's got to be Rage Bait, man. I just lost all my hope. I'm scared for this number 2 and 1. We haven't seen Jack Boys 2. There's no way a Jack Boys 2 song makes it, but at this point, you never know. We haven't seen, sadly, something off of Balloonerism probably isn't going to make it. We haven't seen God Does Like Ugly. That was a pretty big album. We might get a song from Jid on here. Nino Paid, okay. This is the only song on the list so far that I hadn't even heard before, but I just listened to it and it's actually a pretty good song, man. I've heard Nino Paid before. I mean, he's had some pretty solid songs in the past. There was one that was pretty popular, not sure what it was called, but it was a pretty solid song. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I listened to this. It's a very motivating song. It's very uplifting. It's nice. I'm not like angry with this pick. Definitely not something like a whim whammy. Like I'm not mad about it, but like I said with, what was it, LV Sandals, you're getting to a point of the list where it's like, we're ranking this kind of high. And now we are at the number 2 of the year, by the way. For some people, like, I can really see how this can have a big impact on someone. This could be a really uplifting song, like a song that's like a therapy. It's got some really meaningful writing to it. I mean, honestly, check out this song. It's a pretty solid song. You might love it. So I could see if this song has an impact on you, like you're going to want to rank this high. I can see the vision, but there's just better songs of the year, man. We're at a point of the list where, I mean, number 2? Come on, man. You can find way better produced tracks, maybe even more in-depth songwriting. There's just more special tracks. So it's not a bad song. It's not at all, but I'm not ranking it this high. At least it didn't get behind Whim Whammy. I still don't understand how that's top 3, but I've lost hope. I've lost hope. I don't know what this number 1's gonna be. So we can definitely confirm it's 1 song per album at this point. So sadly, there's not gonna be The Birds Don't Sing. By the way, let's make it clear. This song's better than The Birds Don't Sing. Anyway, let's look here. Balloonerism, nothing. God Does Like Ugly, again. We might get a song from God Does Like Ugly. We might get Of Blue. Alfredo 2, Ensalada. Ensalada. Oh my gosh. Ensalada, Ensalada, Ensalada. You know what? Okay, I was looking at different albums. Earl Sweatshirt, Ensalada. Are we serious? Nope, we're done with fucking Pitchfork. All right, guys, that's it for the video. What a joke. Pitchfork is gaining some trust back, man. I'm not gonna lie. This is one of their best lists. This is one of their best lists. This is such a boring pick. This is just another song that's like, it's not like a 0 out of 10 awful song, but it's like so mid. Like, what's the vision on how this is your best song of the year? Can we get an explanation for this? I'm waiting to like the website or whatever, or like the list of it by official Pitchfork drops. I would love to see your explanation on PTP being the number 1 song of the year. By the way, like, go listen to this if you haven't. It is just a generic ass song, bro. Oh my goodness, this is an awful pick. And what makes it even more awful is obviously the fact that it's number 1. If this ranked top 10, like a 10, 9, 8 spot, it's still a bad pick. A pretty bad pick, but you're ranking it 1. That's rage bait. It's rage bait. All right. I'm not going to convince, no one else can convince me otherwise that Pitchfork is nothing but rage bait. You all said it in my comments and I was considering it, but after seeing this list, had some hope for a second. They did that shit on purpose. Oh wait, Pitchfork comeback? Absolutely not. No, that's exactly what they wanted to do. This is an awful top 3. No one else is placing any of these songs top 3, dude. Oh my gosh, there it is, y'all. I definitely know a lot of people that are watching this just got so hardly disappointed. Because, dude, I actually, for a second, well, I was happy. First, you get Clipse. We're getting Jane Remover. I mean, this is a pretty good pick. I'm not mad about it, okay? Billy Woods? And it just went downhill, bro. Why? To the people that have told me to just ignore Pitchfork and have tried to push out the narrative to just completely ignore Pitchfork now on because everything they do is just for likes and clicks and attention. You're right. You are right. You are so right. I should have listened, okay? I should have listened, but I was excited for this because number one, it's fun in general to look at top 10 lists. I might do a video, matter of fact, where I ask all of you to drop your top 10 songs of the year and react to it because it's really interesting to see other people's choices and opinions. It's nice. I like to see other people's what their song of the year is and whatnot, especially from a media outlet like Pitchfork. As big as Pitchfork is, it's definitely unique to see their lists, but dude, this is just gotta be a joke. Like, nothing else makes me believe that this is not Ragebait. It's just like, why, bro? Just awful picks at the end. But Billy Woods made the list. We were happy for a bit. I'm not gonna shit on them for that, obviously. I'm still happy about those picks, is what I'm trying to say. Even though the picks towards the end were pretty awful, they did put in Billy Woods. At least the Clipse song got there, so there were some good choices, but I don't believe that this was not Ragebait. But I appreciate all of you for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts on the list. What was your favorite choice by Pitchfork? And yeah, I might have to get that video rearranged with your top 10 songs of the year. But yep, that'll be it. Check out the social media and all the content, and I'll see y'all in my next video.